Hi, we're Ralph and Lahni with another astrological minute or 10. And we thought this time we would talk about the Chinese zodiac because we get a lot of questions about that and how it relates to the Western zodiac.
Exactly. And remember that the Chinese New Year is the most widely celebrated festival on the planet. So there are a lot of people who use the Chinese animal signs. And it's really very practical for certain reasons, in the same way that what we call the sun sign astrology is in the West. But sun sign astrology is literally that. Where is the sun in the course of the year, starting at the first day of spring, goes through the 12 lunations, the 12 months. Chinese astrology, each year it's marked at the Chinese New Year, which is always in Aquarius, and then it takes 12 years to go through the cycles. Well, what that related to? Jupiter. It takes 12 years for Jupiter to go through the 12 signs. But there is a correlation between the two, because in the same way that the sun goes through different signs in the course of the year appears to, Jupiter goes through to 12 signs, and so there's a correlation in terms of where is Jupiter in the Western system and what is the animal year in the Chinese system.
And so, as most people know, people born in the same astrological sign in the Western perspective sort of share similar traits. And so from the Chinese perspective, people who are born in that entire year of when Jupiter is in a particular zodiac sign, in the particular constellation, they share certain qualities. And these qualities correlate to the signs, starting with our first sign is Aries. And Aries has an energy that is related to the energy of the Chinese animal year of the dragon.
The dragon. Love the dragons. During the Chinese New Year festival every year, that's my favorite part of the entire parade, is the dragons. And it has a lot of that same energetic power. And in China, dragons are seen as creatures of the sky. Well, in Aries, that's when the plants start coming up and all the energy is rising out of the earth. Where's it going? It's going towards the sky. And so we find that dragon people tend to have a lot of energy. They tend to be very self-directed, like Aries people tend to be, and they tend to be very optimistic.
So then we come to the next sign of Taurus. Taurus is related to the animal year of the snake.
And snakes in China are seen very differently from how we see them here. They're seen as very charming. They're seen as very sexy. They're seen as very wise. So people born in the year of the snake tend to be very good with money.
And you can see that the snake would be an earthy quality that would be related to another earth sign like Taurus.
Exactly. There's four hooves on the ground. What's more earthy than a snake, after all?
And then we come to Gemini. Gemini is related to the animal year of the horse.
And that's interesting, I think, because Geminis are known for being quick. They change direction fast. They're here and then they're over there, and they're very social. And horses, of course, are very social animals, and they're very quick on their feet, and they're quick to change directions, and they can be very skittish, just like Geminis can be, in fact.
Yeah, I think that relationship is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we come up to Cancer.
Yes, the year of the sheep, which really, that just fits so well, don't you think?
I think so, too.
Cancerians are so homey, and they're so cushy, and sheep are just, sheep people tend to be, they're very loving, they tend to be very nurturing, they oftentimes make very good mothers, very good parents,
And then after Cancer, we come to Leo.
Right.
Leo is related to the animal year of the monkey.
And once again, another great fit, because
they're so playful.
Every family should have a Leo just for the entertainment value,
Absolutely.
don't you think?
A little monkey.
Yeah, exactly. A little monkey. And boys, there's ways in which you see that in them. And people born in the year of the monkey tend to be very playful. They tend to be very energetic and bouncy, don't you think?
And entertaining.
Entertaining.
That's
very
another
entertaining.
feature of both the monkey and the Leo energy.
And they tend to get into everything, especially if there's food around. Ever notice that with monkey people? They really do. It's funny, you never can go to a monkey person's home where there's not food tucked all over the place.
A monkey person. I'm going to have to start thinking about using that terminology.
They
That's
always
kind
want
of
to feed you. It's true. It's true.
And then after Leo, we have Virgo.
And it's the
Virgo relates to the animal sign of the rooster.
Ah, yes, the proud rooster, the good-looking rooster, the poised rooster.
But pecking in the
Picky.
barnyard
They are
and
picky.
picky pecking, it
Yes.
seems to go together,
Yes,
right?
but they tend to keep their head up high. They tend to
crow.
be, yeah, and they don't back down from a fight. That's one thing about rooster people. They do not back down from a fight, which is funny because Virgo is seen as a relatively, people think of the Virgin,
Passive kind of.
and yet if you see many of the most successful business people in America, they're Virgos. One is the ability to handle all the details, but it's also the willingness to like steal their inner self and go walk into that meeting that's going to be difficult and do it anyway.
And rule the roost.
Yeah, and remember, Virgo relates very strongly to Vulcan, and there's a steely quality to Virgos in there, especially Virgos born in the if they're born in a metal year. That's another component from the Chinese system.
Yeah, but we digress from
We
our
digress.
digression.
But the next year,
The following sign
Yes.
from Virgo is Libra,
yes,
and Libra relates to the year of the dog.
isn't that nice?
And that's such a perfect fit. I mean,
Yeah.
dogs, friendly, partnering, unconditional love, loyalty, all of that.
And it is funny that people born in the year of the dog tend to fix on to somebody. They tend to want a partner. They tend to be tremendously loyal to someone. You know,
Imprint, even.
yeah, imprint upon them. And it's interesting that you see that quality. And of course, strong Libra in the chart, you know, never ask a Libran where they want to go out to dinner because they're going to want to know where you want to go first. And once you tell them, then they'll figure out where they want to go if it works with them. But it's about that need to, what do you think? I'll tell you what I think when you tell me what you think. And that's the Libran quality. And that's what dogs do. Are we going for a walk? I'll go for a walk. Oh, we can sit on the couch if you want. Oh, we can go for a walk. Dog people. Lovely year, though. Lovely year.
And then we get to Scorpio, and all of you Scorpio phobes out there are probably going to have a little laugh when you find out that the correlation between Scorpio and the animal year is the year of the pig.
Yes. Yes.
But, you know, there's so many hidden attributes, hidden talents to a very intelligent animal, the
Very
pig.
intelligent.
You know, I think it's a good fit.
Well, especially because in China, their view of pigs, just like their view of snakes, is very different than it is from the West.
Well, what's the Chinese symbol for discord is a house with two women in it.
Right.
And the Chinese symbol for harmony and happiness is a house with a woman and a pig.
Yes, because many people traditionally in China will keep a pig in the backyard and raise a pig for food, you know, over the course of a year. It's a very efficient system. They're very efficient animals for livestock and such. But they're very smart. And if you live in a place where there's wild boars around, you know they're very tough. Well, smart and tough and self-directed, that sounds like Scorpio to me.
And they love truffles.
And they love truffles. Yes, they love truffles.
That's Scorpionic too.
Exactly.
Then after Scorpio, we come to Sag.
Yes.
Sag relates to the year of the rat.
Yes, which is actually the traditional year that the Chinese system begins. In fact, periodically in China, their calendar would go out of whack. So when the new emperor would come into place, they would reset the calendar, and they would always reset it with the year of the rat as the first year.
Right. And so rats are industrious.
Yes.
They're explorational. Is
Yes.
that a word?
Yes.
They like to go out of their area and
explorers, yeah.
forage, and they are very sort of gregarious and
Yep.
communal oriented, and they're socialized.
Well, they've shown up all over the planet because of their ability to get onto ships. And Sagittarians
Travel.
love to travel. You know,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, they travel. They hop on the ships and travel with
That's
the ships
really
and
funny.
travel with humans.
That's really funny. So the year of the rat.
Yeah, and Sagittarius.
And then we have Capricorn,
Yes.
which relates to the year of the ox.
Yes. Which is very interesting because once again, it's the four hooves on the ground, kind of like Taurus and its relationship to the snake. But,
Another earth sign.
yeah, but with Capricorn, it's a little different. Here you see more of its ambition, and you do find that the people who are born in the year of the oxen are very willing to do the hard work of being successful. But being successful is very important to them. There was a great saying about the oxen. The oxen is slow, but the Earth is patient.
There you go. There you go.
All about patience with Capricorn. They'll keep working. They'll work in the hard jobs, and they'll work their way up.
And they also don't have any problem cooperating.
Yeah, that too.
Oxen.
That
They
too.
work in teams very well. So
Exactly.
that's another correlation with that ox energy in Capricorn.
Yep.
And then after Capricorn comes Aquarius.
Yes.
And Aquarius relates to the year of the tiger. And this tiger year, you know the saying, you got a tiger by the tail?
Yes.
That's really what the Asian feeling is about that. In fact, there has been a stigma against female tigers because they just felt like they were too aggressive, too directed, too bossy, too, you know, energetic. Yeah.
Especially the ones born in the year of the fire tiger.
So that tiger energy plans and is shrewd and
They're opportunistic.
exactly in both senses of the word, the positive and the negative sense of that word.
Yeah.
Anything more about the tiger?
And they are very good to their friends. Tiger people are known to be very good to their friends, which
so are Aquarians.
That's the thing with Aquarius. They are a group. They have a group mentality.
Exactly. A little impersonal sometimes,
But always they will watch out for you.
And the tiger says nothing personal, but I'm hungry.
Yes.
So there you go.
And then
we end up with Pisces, which is the last sign in the Western zodiac, not the last sign in the Chinese zodiac, but it's kind of the reward.
Yes.
People have said that the year of the rabbit
Yes.
is the reward.
Yes. That having rabbits in your life is one of life's great luxuries.
Luxuries. Okay. Well, so the rabbit energy is like Pisces and is compassionate and is thoughtful and is, you know, maybe a little indolent at times.
Flexible.
But
With a strong sense of belief.
And very communal.
Very communal. And they're not, it's not an aggressive position. It is, though it is a social position, though the Pisceans are known, the Piscean or rabbit energy is known for like to hang out with their fellows and eat carrots, in bed, They have a certain reclusive quality to them. They can be out there and they can do incredibly creative things. It's a very, very creative sign, very imaginative sign, but they need a certain amount of time to withdraw and get away from the world.
Exactly. Maybe they're the B blood types of the Chinese zodiac.
Yes, and there's actually been many famous actors who were born in the rabbit years, partially because of this ability to be very imaginative, I think.
And so there are elements associated with this that they go on another cycle, but that is for another time.
Right.
But so when you see the earth rabbit or the metal rabbit or the earth, metal, fire, wood are the elements, and water are related to these signs, and modify these qualities a little bit so that it's not as generic as it might seem for a whole year.
Right, and it's helpful to know. It's fun to know.
So we hope you've enjoyed this.
Yep.
Come back for another minute or 10 with Ralph and Lahni DeAmicis.